right. J Rob, no plugins.
What's up?
We back, man. How you feeling?
Pretty good.
That's right. I like the shirt you got on.
Thank you. Yeah, this is my favorite one.
I mean, it's the beginning of the interview, and I just want to jump straight into figuring out what the 777 is. I noticed you follow 777 people on Instagram as well. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, that's on purpose.
What does 777 mean to you?
Damn, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty deep one. You know, I figured you're gonna ask that.
Let me stop you real quick. Okay, go ahead. Just start over.
So that was a pretty good one. Like, I mean, you immediately right out the gate jumped to that. So I don't know. I always, whenever it's trying to explain 777, I start with explaining 666. So it's like, 666 has a it's like the bad number. It's like the number of Satan or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's like I've heard that whenever you see 666, that means like you gotta be aware of your surroundings. Like, I mean, and like make sure that whatever you're doing is correct. So if you see that anywhere just randomly 666, then you should reevaluate what you're doing and make sure everything you're doing is correct. So, but on the other hand, in the same sense, if you see 777, then that usually means that good things are ahead. So it's like if you see that number, then it can be a good sign. If you like repeatedly see that number like a lot, and I went through a lot, seeing a bunch of 777 for a few years leading up to me being 21, like the year before I was 21, I was seeing 777 everywhere, and I wrote Catharsis and stuff. But like that to me signified something like deeper than just it seemed like there's too many times I've seen that to, I don't know. It's a sign. So it's like the reason why I wear it all the time is because then I can have you see that. So then you're gonna think you're not gonna even know it, but it's like you got good things ahead. So that's really my meaning behind it.
Spreading positive vibes, spreading positive energy. That's dope. All right. Well, what we really started the interview now, and I want to know what's the update with Vivid. Like, tell me what's going on with Vivi. Y'all still a group?
I'm sure people have been wondering about that. That's a good question as well. I'm sure people have been wondering about that. Well, I mean, I'd say, honestly, I'm not really sure. I mean, Vivid is, will always be a thing that lives within each one of the members that created it. But I can't speak if it's still a thing for certain or not. Because for me, my involvement, I've uninvolved myself with it. And there's not really any like hard feelings or anything. It was just the time for me to move on to something new. So, you might want to ask one of them if Vivid's still a thing, because I mean, if they're keeping it alive, that's dope and stuff. But like for me, it's not a thing. Like for me, I'm moving on from it. Like no hate towards it though, but it's all love. So was it something negative that made you remove yourself? Well, I mean, it was just kind of a bouncing around of negativity from all sides. So it's like, it's not like it was just one person did this or one person did that or I did this or we all did that. It was each one of us just, I don't know. But for a long time, I felt like it's been, I guess, tainted in a way that it couldn't go back. But it's like I got mad love for them, but it's like it's something I had to get out of because I removed myself because I was like I can't do this anymore, and so I don't know, but I don't know if that answers your question.
But shout out to Vivid if it's still a thing.
Yeah, if there's still a thing, which it will always be a thing within us because it's something that we all created, Yeah. So it's like it's still there, but it's like I don't know how far it's gonna. I mean, they'll probably blow up. I hope they do. But it's like I just wanted to create something new out of the ashes of that. But it's like all love to them though. All love.
Salute. What did Vivid or what does Vivid mean? Like, what was Vivid?
Well, Vivid. What it will always mean is very important visions in disguise. So it was like we're trying to package music to get it out to these people and kind of like awaken them without them even realizing. Yeah. So that's why it will always live within us because we're always going to do that either way. So it's like that's going to be what we're going to do either way. But it's just that's really what it stands for, though. I mean, it stands for very important visions in disguise.
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, so I want to know what you're working on. No longer Vivid. So what is J Rod working on?
Okay, so I started a new collective. The way I look at it is like I look at it like a web of different factions of different like sections of people that do different things. So in one word or two words, it's called Why Fear is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Is the that's really what the new thing is that I'm starting up, and I don't want it to just be a rap group or anything. I want it to have many different. I want it to be like a multifaceted operation to be able to be totally self-reliant on when it comes to everything and just like get things going and just start like just keep the movement going. You know what I mean? Like, so that's really what I got going on with that. I mean, I'm working on a project right now with my dude Terry American, and it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be like, I don't know. It's y'all stay tuned for that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get more into the project with Terry
okay.
American that you're talking about, but first I wanna cycle back real quick. What was the feedback like that you got from your album, right? Catharsis album, correct?
It was a mixtape.
Mixtape. Okay, I know you were selling it.
Oh yeah.
So
I got leases for all the beats, so I mean I still consider it a mixtape.
Okay,
though,
got you. That's becoming more popular these days too. Like all original beats, but it's still a mixtape. But what kind of feedback did you get on that project?
Well, on Catharsis, I got pretty good feedback. I mean, not from everybody, but I wasn't expecting everybody to like listen to it, you know. But from most of the people that actually really like listen to it, at least once or twice, like usually good feedback. Definitely. I mean, if people didn't listen past one song, no feedback. But it's like you can't know a project unless you listen to the whole thing. You can't say, "Oh, that sucks," unless you actually listen to it.
Real deal.
But so yeah, I got pretty good feedback on that.
What's the most popular song you would say off of that project?
For that one, probably I don't even know. Probably Gray Skies.
Gray Skies, yeah.
Or, I mean, but it has to be Gray Skies because we did the video to that. So I mean, it has to be either Gray Skies or Be Okay or something like that. But yeah.
Okay. Fast forward in time a little bit. You and Ruby dropped 97, and that was towards the end of last year. What inspired that project with you and Ruby?
Sorry, an alarm's going on. What inspired that was, I'd say, just it's hard to put it into a sentence, honestly. But what inspired that in one word or three words is just love for humanity. I mean, because I was going through a process of a lot of stuff. Like each song like was literally things that were going on, just like all this crazy stuff. And what I came through the process of understanding through the process of making this was that you go through a bunch of stuff and all this pain and all this stuff, but it's all in the name of love. It's like the same formula as Catharsis. Like you go through the pain, you go through the rain, you go through all this stuff because love. Like you go through all this stuff because I don't know. Like that's really all I can think about. It's like it's love, and honestly, it was kind of like a love story in a sense because like it started off with the sadness and the darkness, but then kind of got hopeful, you know, but then kind of went back downhill. But everything fluctuates, you know. It's like a roller coaster of emotions that people go through on a daily basis. So that's really what that was all about.
Okay, I did. I noticed you and Ruby, y'all do a lot of work together. Was she at any point part of Vivid, or are y'all a group, like a duo, I guess, or is it just?
Well, actually, she was never really a part of Vivid, but she was more on the side of like, because I had the BA Cypher going on, I had Vivid and the BA Cypher. She was more someone I knew from BA from high school from years ago. So that's really how I knew her, and she was never really involved in Vivid.
Okay. Well, just on a music sense, it's not like y'all no duo or you know what I mean.
Oh no, like
Yeah.
we did that project, and we did the project, and I don't know, we might do another song in a year from now. I don't know, but it's
Sure.
like we're not gonna keep, you know. I mean, I'm still, you know, want to be solo, get more prominent
There it
out
is.
there as J Rob, you know,
That's
not
real.
yeah.
That's dope. Okay, so when I listen to your music, I mean, you have a large variety of topics, but I kind of narrowed it down to the three things that popped out to me when I thought about some of your music. And I just want you to kind of elaborate on them.
Hmm.
One thing I noticed you talk about a lot is chemtrails and like government mind control and stuff like that. Can you break that down for me?
Oh man, why you asking me this? You know, break that down. It's like you want to sit here for 3 hours? Like, no, I'm playing, but I don't know. I just heard too much. I just know too much. You know, you're either a genius or you're insane. So, but I think most geniuses are insane. So, you know, I don't think someone who's not a genius isn't sitting there thinking at like 3 in the morning, like, what am I gonna do? What's my next move? You know, like you sound like a crazy person. But it's
Yeah.
like when it comes to that, I've heard so much about it, and I just witnessed it myself. So it's like I was for 3 years of high school. I was online school because I just got out of the school system. So I spent a lot of time just during the day being able to just sit there outside, you know, smoking a cigarette, looking up, like it's like, what is this? Like, what's this shit? You know, so
Yeah.
it's like, it's something that just sprays, and it's like, it expands, it gets bigger, 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 and then it's like, next thing you know, like a week later, for like 2 weeks straight, it's just gray skies outside, and that's all you see.
Yeah.
And so what I learned that to be is that, and you can find all this information out on, like, there's documents to this stuff. Like, the chemtrails are just a slang term. It's really stratospheric aerosol injections. That it contains, it's said to contain barium, strontium, aluminum, all this types of stuff, bunch of things. There's documents that are out there, and they're not falsified documents, they're actual documents, and it's for geoengineering, and they use geoengineering as a front, you know, like, oh, this is to manipulate the weather. But it's like, what it really is just, I mean, it's doing like 3 different things at once. So it's like, it's basically a way to speed up our life, like span, and make us die faster, make us get older faster and die younger. So but see, like I said, it's a slippery slope. I can sit here and talk about this for a long time, but
I got you. I feel like that's a good briefing on it.
and
You gotta do
also there's like these fibers. It's like these nanoparticles, like these aluminum nanoparticles, and it's called smart dust. So it's like just imagine all this stuff just coming out in the atmosphere, and it's like you just sprinkling down all the time, and we just breathing it in. It's going in through our lungs, through our diaphragm, up to our brain, through our bloodstream and shit. And soon it becomes a part of us. Like, that is part of us, and it's like it's gonna become a way to track us. It's gonna become, it makes us an antenna, basically, like a radio antenna, that it, like, because we all have like an electromagnetic halo already, so they're interfering with our auras with chemicals. I mean, plus all the other stuff and the fluoride and all that. It all adds up and just creates zombies, pretty much. Like, and it's, you wonder why. I don't know. I could go on forever, but oh man, go to the next topic. Next topic. I won't be able to stop.
We don't have to do a part 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just break down that.
Yeah. We need to have a podcast.
But okay, another thing is that I noticed you talk about, or you know, you speak on a lot, is using your third eye. Explain what that means.
And that links to the fluoride that I was talking about, because I'll start with talking about the sodium fluoride, because they put sodium fluoride in the tap water. Okay, it's supposed to help your teeth and do all this stuff and be great for you.
Mm-hmm.
But what sodium fluoride actually causes is, it's been known to cause all sorts of cancers, all sorts of different cancers. And for every, I've heard for every like element, there's like something that counteracts it. So sodium fluoride, the one that counteracts that is iodine. So it's like, you have sodium fluoride. Well, do you know what happens when you drink too much tap water over 20 years or 30 years of your lifespan and eat all the food with the fluoride in it and take showers in the fluoridated water? It will get into your bloodstream just like the other stuff. It'll become a part of you and it'll calcify your pineal gland. It's in the center of the brain. It's like this big. It's like the size of like a pea or whatever. And it's the pineal gland. It's called the third eye. The sodium fluoride calcifies it, makes it where it can't grow. So then that causes a drop in IQ. So if you ever wonder why people, I don't know, why people are how they are, I don't know. I'm not trying to overgeneralize people, but it's like this generation is pretty stupid. And it's like there's a reason for it because the fluoride that they're putting in water is literally dropping our IQs. So that's why I take a form of iodine that comes straight from like the minerals, like underground. They have a source for these. And, I take it in a dropper and take like a couple drops a day. I haven't taken it in a while because I already decalcified my pineal gland. So, but that's the third eye. And it's like, without access to that, there's like a bunch of stuff it has to do with serotonin and stuff like that. So, and also dreams, depression, anxiety, like it impacts all of those things. It creates depression. Can create anxiety. It's like you can't have as good of dreams as you would usually. So that's what the third eye is really. That's why I talk about the third eye, because I want to tell people, hey, fucking decalcify your pineal gland so we can get on the same level. It's like but yeah.
Is that where like alkaline water and pH and all that stuff
Well,
matters?
it's kind of in the same realm, but it's not in the same boat, or whatever. It's in the same sea, but not in the same ship, It's like, it's kind of, alkaline water is, which is good. Alkaline water is your pH balance, okay? If your pH balance gets off, is more acidic, then you're more likely to have, it's a cancerous environment. So if your body is acidic from eating all these bad foods all the time and stuff, you will become overly acidic, and because of that acidity, my phone keeps blowing up.
We hear you.
Because of the acidity that your body accumulates with. Let me start that over. pH balance, so alkaline. It's like it's on the other side of the scale. It's alkaline, so it's acidic, alkaline. And if you're too acidic, you're gonna get sick, get cancer, and die. But if you're alkaline, then and it's only like by a small percentage that like it has to be over one way or the other, So that is kind of around the same.
Okay. Well, yeah, and then the third thing that I've heard you referring to in your music kind of often is like drug usage and addiction.
I knew you was gonna say that one.
I had to, bro, and I kind of want to know like what role did drug usage or addiction play in or around your life?
Well, see, I grew up on the east side, kind of close to Broken Arrow. Mm-hmm. Like it was a pretty good neighborhood. It still is, it's only 30 or 40 years old and stuff, And I pretty much lived there my whole life, and it's like it's been a pretty good damn neighborhood. Honestly, it's been pretty good. But it's like over the years, seeing what it's coming to, because of the drugs, because of the drug use, all the people I fucking know that are, that I've known for 20 years or whatever.
I'm gonna cut you real quick.
No cussing?
No, you good. Do your thing.
Oh, okay.
Drug usage as like marijuana or just drug usage of all drugs?
Okay, so you're telling me to clarify which drugs?
Yeah, just so we.
Okay, so
drugs can go a lot of pills.
No, yeah. Well, so first of all, I'll just say that I smoke hella tree. That's what I do. But it's like everybody else I know pretty much smokes tree. Like that's what they do. Mm-hmm. But there's some of those other people that aren't satisfied with trees, so they're like, well, let's take some meth. It's like, why? It's like, why do you want to do that shit? It's like, well, because it makes you feel great. It's like, apparently fucking not after. So like, but in my neighborhood, the real big problem the real big problem is meth and heroin. Meth and heroin. Those are the two things. And I'm sick of seeing this shit destroy people's lives.
Yeah.
Because it's like I've had relationships with people that crumbled just because they were using these drugs, and it's just it traumatized me. It messed me up. So it's like just being around the people on it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like I will say a personal thing real quick is one time I met this chick and she's like, "You want to take some MDMA? You want to take some Molly or whatever?" I was like, "No."
MDMA, are those the same thing?
I mean, they try to pass it off as the
Okay.
same thing, but it's
Gotcha.
like,
It's different.
yeah, it's way different because I was like, "No, I don't want to do that." But then I thought about it. She's like, "Come on." Like, you know, and it's like a real pretty girl telling me, "Hey, let's take this." I'm like, "Okay, fine. Whatever." You know, we took it.
Get from the tree, right?
Yeah, and we took that shit 3 times in like little capsule, you know. Well, that shit turned out being straight up fucking meth, like straight meth, like nothing even it was like straight meth is what I figured out afterwards because I woke up like a couple days later. I mean, I didn't sleep for a couple days, but like after a few days, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, what's wrong with me? Like, what's going on? You know? So that shit really messed me up. It was only those 3 little times, but it's like that shit totally changed everything. Like, that changed everything. But yeah, Molly in Oklahoma is usually just straight up meth. So if someone tries to give you something and say, "Hey, take this," don't trust them. Like, fuck that person.
Stick to the tree, huh?
Yeah, stick to the tree. And I mean, shit, shrooms are cool too. Shrooms are pretty fun. I've had some good experiences with people when we were on shrooms. But shrooms isn't as like anywhere near as bad as any of these other drugs because it actually has healing properties and it's like it's natural. So, but don't do drugs though.
All right, bro. That's some good information you giving to us right there, bro. Okay, so those are 3 things that I just wanted to talk to about personally. I got a few more questions for you. I want to talk about some of your influencers. Who are some people who influence you?
That's a good question.
Musically, of course.
Well, all right, so there's a lot. It's like, okay, I'd say Wu-Tang, The Roots, Eminem at one point in time, Nas at one point in time, Tupac definitely, and then Slipknot definitely. I love Slipknot. Like, I love Slipknot.
It's funny because I was gonna ask you about that.
And then there's I mean, Metallica's cool.
Yeah, I love Metallica.
And I'd say, who else is there? I don't know. There's a few other ones, you know. I mean, there's a lot of people. And really, honestly, like, my biggest influence is really in the past. Because that was years ago. You know, it's like, I was like, when I was rapping Wu-Tang verses and memorizing them till I rapped like Wu-Tang so much that I sounded like I was from Brooklyn for a whole year because I was like, "Damn, you did the what?" You know, like, what the fuck? Like, it's like all the time. But, and then, but now for the past couple years, I'd say like really it's like local people that are like inspiring me the most, you know, like I swear, just seeing everything that people are doing around here, that's like, I fuck with it. Like, that's really my main influence now because I learned stuff about the industry. It's like, the industry ain't shit. It's like the people who have the real power are the people who are local. So it's like those are the real people that like I want to support. I don't want to support some major, you know, record label or whatever. I want to support someone who's right down the street that's making some moves, you know.
That's real. And it's funny you mentioned Slipknot and Metallica because I was gonna ask you who are some people you get inspiration from outside of the hip hop genre. And I mean, you mentioned Slipknot, Metallica. Is there anybody else?
Okay, Johnny Cash is cool. He's cool. Who else is there? I don't know. Outside of hip hop. It's hard to say. I mean, there's so many different, you know, different bands. Just like I really just like everything. I like every type of music. Like,
That's right.
I don't like just listen to one kind of music. Like, I'll literally sit there listen to the jazz station for, you know, with no commercials, just listen to that for days and days and days. or it's like, or even like
Good music.
Hispanic music. I was like any music. I just like,
It's dope.
cause I'm just like I want to hear something different, you
That's
know.
right. Okay, so who maybe mention 3 people who have inspired you locally.
Okay.
'Cause I know the
Here,
list
wait,
can go
first-
on forever.
Wait, first, wait. Okay, I do have another band for the other one.
Okay.
Soundgarden, Audio Slave. They're both really good.
Okay.
Linkin Park's cool. Green Day's cool.
I know
Autumn
those.
cool. Okay, and local people. I mean, shit. I'd rather name off a list of 20 people instead
All right,
of
go
3.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'd say, King Spencer,
Salute.
Black Data Mafia. Okay, DJ Big Rich, Earl Burns for sure. Everybody in world culture music. Let's see. Everybody in Vivid. Everybody in White Fear. I mean, just like, hold on. Hakeem for sure. He's hella dope.
Yeah.
And I know there's hella more, but it's like, hold on. I don't want to leave nobody out. There's too many people. I fuck with everybody in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Oh, Ayla is really cool.
Yeah.
Ruby, she's really cool. That dude Kid Kev, he's really fucking awesome. And everybody in Tulsa, I love all of y'all. All right,
Dope.
next question.
It's dope. It's dope. Okay, so it's not a large percentage of locals here in Tulsa who put on their own shows, but you are one of those people.
Oh shit, I forgot about GX3.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I fuck with
see,
him
bro, I
too.
tried to save you and say just name 3, bro. You hear me? I tried to save you, bro. You gonna be making Facebook posts for the next 3
Yeah,
weeks.
people could be like, you didn't say me. They'll be like, fuck you. Wait, what were you saying? No, sorry.
But no, it's a you one of the artists in this small category of Tulsa artists who put on their own shows. Why? Like, what do you get out of putting on your own shows?
Camaraderie. Practice. I get to share influence. I get to share the vibe. I get to kill the vibe if I want to.
Right.
I try not to though, but I just like the scene, you know? Like I swear, it's like what I heard from my family is that my like great grandpa was like what was it? He played like trumpet or whatever. Like they did like jam sessions in a jazz band or whatever like 100 years ago. So it's like, I mean, I don't know to what extent they did that at or whatever. I don't know how much is true, how much isn't. But it's like either way, it's like I feel whenever I'm in a scene, I feel like I feel it going through my blood. You know, it's like, I feel like it's a part of me. You know, it's like it's where I need to be. I feel more comfortable on the camera and on the mic than I do when I'm sitting by myself doing nothing. You know, so it's like those are the places. So that's what I get out of it. You know,
Dope.
and I get to share love.
Okay, so what's something that you got coming this year? Like, what's something new that we can look forward to?
Oh man, I got a lot. Like I'm kind of nervous. I got too much shit. Like I got a lot of controversial things, but they're only controversial if you make them controversial.
Sure.
But it's like some of them I don't want to say because I just want them to like just pop up. People
That's right.
like. But I'm gonna be dropping this video for one of the songs in '97 called "Finding Heaven," and then I got a whole another project with my dude Terry American, and he's from the BA Cipher, and I'm kind of like, come on, let's go do this, you know, like I'm like, and I mean, you know, he put in a lot of work for it, but
Yeah.
I was like, here, I want to share what I got with you, you know. It's like everybody that knows me will know you, you know.
That's
So
right.
it's like soon nobody knows who he is, but soon everybody will know. It's hella dope. I'm telling you, like, and we tell a story of going from it's like very like love, like having so much love. It's very loving, and then it like goes through the motions until the end, and then the end is very angry, and the end is like total screamo and just like darkness and just pain and anger because it's like showing the events of what spirals people into madness. You know, like what it's like that crazy person, that psychotic person, what drove them to be like that, unless they're born like that, what drove them to be like that. So me and my dude Quaid, that's his government name, but we're gonna do this project called Why Fear. Like, it's gonna be the pretext to the new group that I'm starting. So the next project that I'll do pretty much is gonna be with the new group, and it's gonna be under the title of Why Fear, and then blank. I'm not gonna go into it, but I'll leave it there. But
I dig it. They dig it. They get it. Okay, well, shoot, man. You got any shout outs you want to make?
shout outs.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. Let me think. Shout out T Buckets. Shout out
T Buckets.
shout out Dupree. Shout out
Dupree. That's my guy. That's my guy.
And then shout out to Terry American and his brother. And then shout out to JR Twin. Shout out
Twin.
Shout out to Young Jaeger. And gosh, there's so many people. Shout out to Ozzy. Shout out to all y'all. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It's real. And he'll catch whoever he didn't miss on the Facebook post later on tonight. And hey bro, tell him where to follow you and we're gonna get out of here.
Oh yeah, okay. My Instagram is jr.o.b. It's really confusing. jr.o.b. And I don't really use Facebook, so I got it, but it's like, screw Facebook. Facebook's stupid. But wait, when is this gonna drop? When do you think this will drop?
Next couple of days.
Okay, so I'm planning on alright, wait, first everybody come through the damn World Culture Music Festival. Definitely.
Yes.
Come through for that. And also in June I might be trying to set up some sort of charity event, and if anybody's willing to come through and donate, help out, whatever, hit me up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, that's J Rob. Appreciate y'all tuning in. 777. Go get his
Tulsa Progression.
Go get his mixtape Catharsis, and go get that 97 project on iTunes, streaming everywhere.
Yeah.
Salute, we out.